Hi there! Well, welcome to February favorites. Even though it's been a short month, I still have a lot of things to share with you. As always, I have beauty and lifestyle favorites, and I do have one fail this month, so let's just go ahead and get started with the beauty. I have a new eye makeup remover that I'm really excited to share with you. This is the Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. I've mentioned to you before that I really enjoyed the Maybelline. It was a gentle cleanser, but it was really great for waterproof makeup. I think it was called Maybelline Ultra Gentle. I've had quite a hard time finding that, so in the meantime I went to Target and I purchased this, and I've been so happy with it that I'm not worried about finding the Maybelline anymore. This is just as good and maybe a little bit better. This does a great job of removing my eye makeup really easily, and even the more stubborn waterproof or long wear items that I wear. So I'm really happy with this, and it's a lot easier for me to find. I should mention though, if you are a fan of the Maybelline, I did find it at Walmart. It was on display. There was only a couple of them. Seems to be something that sells out really quickly, at least in my area. But this is probably what I'm going to be continuing to purchase from now on, because I do think for me it works a little bit better, and it's still just as gentle. It does say effective and gentle on it, and I'm really, really happy with it. So that is new to me. A couple things I have here also I purchased in my haul video that I showed you in January when my parents were here visiting. So I wanted to go back over those items and share with you the things that really have stood out to me and what have been my favorites. So the first one, and I don't think this is going to be a big surprise, this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. I just showed you how I like to use this in a Get Ready With Me video. This has become a part of my everyday makeup routine. It's really quick and easy to use, extremely flattering. I love the look that it gives my skin. I love that I'm able to use every color in here every day, and it's just a really nice way to add a little bit of a nice extra bit of luminosity to my skin without being obvious. I think it's a really nice natural glow that it gives. I was actually going to ask you as well if you'd be curious about seeing a video where I just talk about this palette. As I mentioned, I did work it into the Get Ready With Me video, but I also got the impression that some of you might be interested in just having a video where I only talk about this palette and how I like to use it as part of my daily foundation face makeup routine. So if that's something that you guys would be interested in, please leave me a comment down below. But in the meantime, I will just tell you that I am thrilled with this. Another Hourglass product that I purchased at the same time as the palette is the Hourglass Luminous Flush Blush. I've been wearing this most days, and unfortunately I didn't remember to wear it today, but I have been in a lot of my recent videos. I think this was also part of that Get Ready With Me. This is a really beautiful natural touch of coral pink type of color. I think this is really nice and natural right now, but it's something that's also going to carry me through the summer. Just like with the other Hourglass powders, this gives a really nice, beautiful, soft bit of luminosity. So you're getting a little bit of sheen, but it's not over the top. It's not too sparkly or glittery. I love this so much that I am definitely going back for more of these blushes. I have Radiant Magenta in mind, and then there was another one that I think was a lighter pink that I might get in more maybe in the spring and summer, but this one right now has become a favorite and I absolutely love it. Okay, another product, and I was a little bit hesitant to put this in my favorites because something keeps telling me I have this nagging feeling that I've talked to you about this before. So if I have, please forgive me, but I wasn't able to find where I mentioned it. But I have really been loving this Sally Hansen Complete Salon Manicure in Raisin the Bar. This is the color that I'm wearing today. I tend to rotate my colors a lot, but I wore this recently and I went right back for it to put it on this week. I just love the color, and this polish holds up really, really well. So it's kind of a like pinky bronze. I know it says raisin in the color, but it's sort of a metallic-y raisin color, and I would say it's like a rose bronze maybe type of color. But I just love the wear time on this, and it's so different than any other polish that I have, so I really love this. And please do forgive me if I've mentioned that before, but it's definitely worth mentioning more than once if I have. Okay, another product that I picked up during my Sephora haul was the Bite Agave Lip Mask. This is the original formula. This is fantastic, and I'm someone that has loved the Chorus lip butter for years now, and I still love it, but I've been reaching for this a lot more often at nighttime. I think that the Chorus gives my lips excellent hydration. It's always been part of my nightly routine, but this winter has been a little bit more dry and cool here, so the heat's been running a little bit more. We've had absolutely absolutely no humidity in the air, which is unusual for us. And so the Bite Agave Lip Mask has done wonders for my lips. I think the smell of this definitely reminds me of traditional Carmex, but it is so moisturizing. It is heavy. It is something that you really will notice on your lips, but it doesn't have an off-putting fragrance to me. I like the smell of the traditional Carmex, and since this is so reminiscent of that, I kind of find it comforting, I guess, since that's one of those types of lip products that we all probably have used at one time or the other. This does have a little bit of a sweet taste to it, but it's not something that's too sweet or obvious because I don't really like flavored lip products. But this has just done wonders, and I find it so comforting and so hydrating, and now this is a new part of my nightly routine, and I love it. Okay, something else I picked up when my mom and I were shopping is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Taupe. This has completely changed my brow routine. Also, as part of that, I did pick up the brush that goes with it. I love the Anastasia pencils, but this has replaced those for me. This is probably a little bit counterintuitive, but this is actually quicker for me to use this product than it is the pencil. The pencil I really love the shade of, but they are a little bit on the drier side, so it took me kind of a lot more swipes and strokes and working with it to get a full brow that I need. This goes so quickly. As I mentioned in my Get Ready With Me, this is something that I was a little bit intimidated by, but there's really no reason to be. I will be doing a sort of review slash demo video for you coming up shortly, but this has really changed my brow routine and I couldn't be happier with it. I'm glad that I finally gave it a try, and I would really recommend getting this brush with it. While I do feel like the brush portion of this is probably dupable at the craft store, I really like that it has a spoolie on the other end, so you're kind of getting two in one, so I don't like having to search for more than one brush, especially for something that I use as frequently as this, so I really think that investing in the little brush is worth it. Okay, another item that I've been using this month and I've been totally wowed by are the It Cosmetics Hello Lashes. This is the 5-in-1 mascara. I will say this has probably impressed me more than my beloved Lancome Hypnose Drama. I don't think you get quite as much thickening or volume as you do with the Hypnose Drama, but my lashes tend to hold curl and appear longer and more fanned out with this product than any other mascara I've used. I will not be buying this anytime soon because I have a whole lot of mascaras that I need to get through, but once I've gotten through those, this is going to be my new splurge mascara. I still love the Lancome, but this is so fantastic, and it has not gotten clumpy over time. The Lancome I tend to love a lot when I first use it, maybe the first week or two, but then it gets a little bit thick on me pretty quickly. This has not done that. This has remained really consistent from the first time that I opened it up until now, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I would like to try the Hello Lashes Extensions, which is their newer product, but for right now I am really sold on this. Let me open this for you as well. This has a really nice comb on it. It's probably plastic, I would say, but the little teeth on this really grab hold of my lashes, and I've mentioned to you before I have the worst lashes in the world, and this does such an amazing job. So I curl them before and after, and they really hold curl, so I just can't say enough good things about this product, and it has not irritated my eyes, so love it. Okay, now finally, as I mentioned when I was talking about the Bite Agave Lip Mask, we have had a kind of unusually cool and dry winter here this year. I would say more dry than cool, but my skin is really feeling the effects of it, and so I needed to step up my moisturizing routine at night. Typically I use the CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. This has not been enough for me this winter, so I went and purchased the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream. This comes in a tub. There is 16 ounces in here, so it's a pretty generous size, and I think it was about $14.99, although this does go on sale quite often at places like Walgreens. I am so impressed with this. This has really turned things around with my skin. It is a very heavy moisturizer, but it's not greasy. And as someone that has combination skin, I'm usually pretty averse to heavy moisturizers. This has totally impressed me. It's got a really silky, elegant formula, and it does such a great job of hydrating the skin. And I love that I can put it on, it sinks in quickly, and then I don't feel greasy. I'm actually able to use this during the day as well. Now, what I do at night is I really slather it on and put it on heavy. I put it everywhere on my face, including underneath my eyes. I think it's thick enough to act as an under eye moisturizer for me as well. I also put it up on my eyelids. Even though I don't use Retin-A in that area, sometimes it still gets some flakiness, especially near my brow area, and then right here at the corners of my eyes has been a big problem. I'm laying this on heavily everywhere, and I'm waking up to really nice smooth skin without getting the flaky peelies on my skin. I can't say enough good things about it. This is fantastic, and I would recommend if you use it during the day and you have more combination skin like I do, just use it a little bit less generously than you would at night. And I usually just focus on the lower half of my face versus the more oily area on my forehead. But because it's not greasy, it feels just as good during the day. And I'm just totally impressed with this. And I have a suspicion I will be using this throughout the year, not just this time of year. And then I also like to add a little bit of extra to my hands once I'm applying it. It's just great. It's just a beautiful, elegant product for that price. Okay, so now let's get to my beauty fail, and it's kind of with regret that I failed this product because I really wanted to like it, and I do think it's got a lot of nice colors, but this is the L'Oreal Two-Step Lip Product. I am wearing it today, so as you know, when I do talk about a product being a fail, I want to be specific about it. So what I think is good about the product is that it's available in a lot of nice colors, but for me, the areas of concern that I have had is that, first of all, when I apply it, it doesn't really create like a stain on my lips. It's a little bit, not thicker, it's actually a little thinner, so it tends to run outside of my lip lines. I do wear it with a lip liner, but it still seems to creep a little bit. My mom actually purchased one of the colors that was in, the name had rose in it. She experienced the same thing. She said she wanted to like the product as well, but that it really creeped outside of her lip lines. I have the color here. This is Permanent Blush. This is what I'm wearing today. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. It's a sort of a blushing rose color with very, very fine gold shimmer to it. And then this other color is Everlasting Caramel. They are a little bit drying, but many longwear lip products can be, so that was sort of to be expected. But the other thing that really bothers me about this is when I wear it and then I have to dab my lips with a napkin, or if I drink or eat, it gets really, it's kind of hard to say. The product gets a little bit peely, and so it's not really stained the lips. There's definitely a layer on there, but once that layer gets interrupted somehow when you're going about your day, it's not the same again. You can't just, this has a balm on the other end that you apply. You can't just apply the balm and smooth that back out. It looks really patchy and peely, and there's really no way to fix that other than completely removing it with makeup remover and reapplying it. So I think then that sort of eliminates what you're buying a longwear lip product for. It's supposed to be easier and last so that you don't have to reapply. And this, for me, is a definite fail. I just unfortunately don't care for this product at all, so I won't be repurchasing that. Okay, now let's move into a few lifestyle favorites. This is something that is newer to me. I wanted to mention this to you before last month and I totally forgot, but I've mentioned a couple times on Instagram, so I thought it was time to finally put it in a video. These are the Reynolds Slow Cooker Liners. I don't know how I missed the boat on this. These have probably been around for a long time, but these are liners that you can line your slow cooker or crock pot with. These work in both the oval size and then the standard regular taller size, and they make cleaning up your crock pot so easy. So instead of soaking and scrubbing my crock pots now, I put one of these liners in, add all my food as I normally would, and at the end, the most I have is a little bit of moisture or condensation that I have to rinse off. I'll do one really quick soapy layer just to clean it up a little bit. But this has cut out so much work for me and made using my crock pot a pleasure again. So I really, really love these, and now I cannot imagine being without them. And if you saw my Instagram post that I put up about this recently, you will know that when I remember to use them, they are fantastic. But if you just keep these in the box next to your crock pot, they don't work as well. If you see my picture, you'll know what I mean. Okay, the next couple things that I want to talk to you about are other kitchen items that I've been loving. So this is something that I picked up totally on accident. I didn't know anything about it, and now it has become a part of everything I eat lately. This is the McCormick garlic pepper seasoning grinder. I was looking for some Italian seasoning and I came across this, and what is special about it is that it's not just straight pepper in here. This actually has garlic, sea salt, black pepper, red and green bell peppers. This adds such great flavor to food. I've been putting this on everything from vegetables to potatoes, like if I heat up like a quick healthy choice meal or other frozen meal throughout the day, I love this on it. It makes everything that's bland have a little bit more flavor to it, and I just love it. I wish this came in a really big size, and in fact I'm going to be looking for that because I'm already more than halfway through this. I put on just about everything savory that I've been eating lately, and it adds such great flavor, so can't recommend that enough. Okay, and then finally, another kitchen item that I purchased this month. This is available through Bed Bath & Beyond, but I actually purchased mine through Amazon. I think the price was a little bit better and I got free shipping. But this is a company called PrepWorks, and this is a veggie and fish steamer. I like to incorporate as many fresh vegetables as I can into our diet, but sometimes, you know, roasting them or doing them on the stovetop can be a little bit time consuming. So I don't know about you, but I am more inclined to eat healthy when things are a little bit easier and more accessible. So I've been wanting for a while a nice veggie steamer that I could use in my microwave, and this fit the bill for me. So this is a 3-piece system. So you've got a lid here that's got a vent, and then you've got the middle section where you actually place your veggies, and it's perforated with holes in it so that the steam comes through, and then you've got your base layer here. So you just put a few tablespoons of water in the bottom, you place this tray on top, you place your veggies in here, and then put the top on. Make sure your little vents open, and it does come with a little guide that lets you know the approximate cooking times for certain vegetables, and your microwave may require more or less time depending on the strength of it, but I have found that the times that come in the booklet have been pretty accurate. So I have done broccoli and cauliflower and asparagus, and everything has turned out really well. I think approximately the broccoli was about 6 to 6.5 minutes, so instead of boiling water and then putting it in the steamer and then using the cooking time on my stove or having to preheat my oven and then roast the vegetables much longer, this has been a really quick way to add some fresh steamed veggies to our diet. So I'm really happy to have this. I've not tried any sort of fish, but I tend to prefer fish grilled or broiled in the oven, so not sure that that's something I would do, but I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this, and I really enjoy it. It's easy to clean up. I put this in the top rack on my dishwasher. So that is it. So those are all of my favorites for the month of February. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.